Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to week 2 of the Halfway to Concord 2021 NFL season weekly predictions. We are here finally with our third co-host, our additional participant, Sil.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all know the deal by now. Every week we pick all the NFL games that are going on, keep track of it. Last week, just a little recap, 9 correct picks for me, tied with Drew, who I just pointed down. He's not going to be down on your screen.
I'm
Uh,
yeah.
Drew also has 9 correct predictions. Sil has 8 correct predictions,
I
so one pick
only
behind. So there's the recap. Let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into the picks. We got Thursday night football tomorrow. As of when we're recording this, we are recording this on Wednesday. Giants at Washington. And yeah, I'm going with Washington. I think it's going to be a very low scoring game, and Washington's defense is going to prevail over Daniel Jones and his inability to hold on to a football. Drew, your pick?
Uh sorry, I'm looking at my database here.
Sure.
Well, I like Washington as well. The Giants couldn't move the ball against Denver. Washington's defense is even better than Denver's, and Saquon might not play. And Taylor Heineke is the real deal, and it's a home game, and Washington.
I agree with some of that.
I'm going
I'm
to go
not.
with Washington as well.
All right.
My reasoning being their name's cool. Washington football team.
They do have a
I
good
was
name.
going to look at my database of like information, but there's nothing there I can go off of, so
Yeah.
Washington.
And I will clue the viewers in that this is our first week 2. All 3 agree. Our the halfway to Concord lock. Last week we were 4-3 on locks, which is not very
So
good
don't
for
go bet that
locks.
game. Don't
So
don't
yeah.
go bet that game.
All right, next game. Patriots. New look Patriots going to visit the New Jersey Jets. And yeah, I'm picking the Patriots. Just better coached. I like
Oh,
Zach Wilson more than Mac Jones, but I'm definitely picking the Patriots on this one.
I'm going to agree. I'm going to go Patriots as well, just because it's the Jets. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Patriots are
I'm
they're
taking the
just good.
Patriots as well.
All right, 3 for
Nothing,
3.
nothing, nothing to say. The Jets suck. The Patriots
Yep.
suck less.
Yep.
Yep.
Patriots.
Yep. Good enough. All right, game 3. We got Broncos going into Jacksonville to get 3 more interceptions on Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, Broncos are going to win it. Defense is good, and Jaguars are looking like the worst team in football right now. So, Broncos. Still?
Yeah, the Broncos, not the Broncos. The Jaguars are the worst team in football, and if not only for their coach, so definitely nothing. I wouldn't take the Jaguars.
I'm also gonna pick the Broncos just because they won last week. I wasn't able to catch that game, so I don't know if they won well. I just know they won, so I'm gonna go off that.
They won okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Three
you
for
said
three
the
on lock
Jaguars
so
are
far.
trash, so
They are. They're
Yeah,
definitely.
you're getting all the easy games out of the way.
Yeah, yeah. This one's going to be a bit tougher. I think I might be a lone crusader on this one. Bills going into Miami to take on the Dolphins, and I'm picking maybe an upset, maybe not an upset, depending on how you view it. I'm picking the Dolphins. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Dolphins. I feel like the Dolphins defense is going to show up, and I don't know. I think the Bills are a little shook, and I think they're going to need time to adjust. And I think the Dolphins are looking pretty good right now. I think their defense is great, so I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
Yeah, the Dolphins are on an upswing, on an uptrend. I think, and it's a divisional game. Dolphins at home. I had the Dolphins as well.
All right.
well, I'm gonna pick the Dolphins too.
Wow,
It's not because everyone else did, okay?
we're
It's
having
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much
the
fun.
Dolphins beat the Patriots last week. I thought the Patriots were like really good, so I was like, oh, they must be really good. So my logic was Dolphins will win again. So that's why.
Mhm.
So
Sure. Yeah.
I'm
Hey.
dumbo logic. Don't I'm not like smart when it comes to
Hey,
football.
you're
So
ahead of me, so all the
out of
spreadsheets in
luck.
the world can't outpick your logic. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, sound logic, and we're 4 for 4. We can kind of get that lock record back into a
Eagles are
respectable.
cooler than Falcons.
Go team. Get the lock record back up.
All right, next game we got the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams that got big wins last week. I think the Eagles are looking surprisingly good. I don't think it's gonna matter. I'm going with the Niners. Just better defense.
Yeah, I have to take the Niners as well, but I think it'll be a lot closer than some people expect because the Eagles didn't look that bad. But definitely have to go Niners against them.
Sure.
Well, I'm going to go Eagles because
Hey.
fuck the 49ers.
Hey, all right.
They beat my team. I don't like that. But
I got bad news for you. If you hate every team that's beaten your team,
I hate every team already.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm just gonna go Eagles because
The
Eagles are
last time
cool.
you picked the Eagles and we both picked the other team, the Eagles won. So
hey, yeah. Maybe
History.
they'll do it again.
It'll
Maybe
repeat
they're the
itself.
real deal. Next up, we got Matt Stafford in his new digs, heading into Indianapolis to take on the Colts, and should be another lock. This one here. I'm going with the Rams, of course. Dismantled the Bears, and the Colts looked a little. So yeah, Rams are my pick for sure.
give me the Rams.
All right.
Rams, my boy Stafford. He's got to keep
Yeah.
going even further.
In this house, we love the Rams.
Sure. Yeah. All right.
I
All
like
right,
Stafford more than the Rams.
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just want to see him do good.
Yeah. You gotta be loyal to your boy.
I like Cam Akers more than the Rams. So.
Next game, Raiders, who got a surprising win on Monday Night Football, going in to play the Steelers. The Steelers. And I really don't think the Raiders are the real deal at all. I'm not sold on them at all yet. Steelers defense is good, and I'm picking the Steelers to mitigate Josh Jacobs if he's healthy and 100% ready to go, and kind of start putting in the work on Derek Carr and Darren Waller and slow them down. Steelers are my pick.
I have the Steelers as well. Josh Jacobs probably won't play. The Raiders defense is not very good. Neither is the Steelers offense, I guess. But I think the Steelers are a little more not pretenders.
Mhm.
So Steelers for me.
All right, Drew.
Sorry, you said the Raiders won last week?
Yeah, that's
It
they
did.
both.
I'm going to take that as a sign, a divine sign from the Almighty, and say that the Raiders are going to keep doing that. So I'm going to go Raiders.
Why? Just to pick your brain real quick. Why do you think the Raiders winning gives them precedence when the Steelers also won?
Because when we did it last time, it was like they're trash, garbage, they were the worst ever. We didn't say that about the Steelers, so they flipped
right.
it. They flipped the script a little bit.
flipped it.
I
Let's see
kind
if
of
they
just
can
want to
keep
root for the underdog. I know.
Yeah, sure.
I know there's the difference in skill there, but you know.
All right, next game. We got the Cincinnati Bengals heading in to the current home of the Chicago Bears. Might not be for long. Woo-hoo. And I refuse to say anything good about the Bears, so I'm just going to say that they're going to win and someone else can take over.
The Bears are the greatest team in football. They're going to crush the Bengals underneath their feet because their defense is the best in the league, and their secondary has never blown any coverages. But on a serious note, I think the Bengals are a pretty good team, and I like them more to win, but I'm going to take the Bears anyway. Bear down.
Just in case, yeah, it wasn't obvious. We got an NFC North gang in here. Packers for me, Lions for Drew, and Bears for Sil. So, Drew, your pick?
Bengals. Based off of I saw both of those games. Based off of how they performed last week, Bengals I think will outperform the Bears. They will do better than the Bears.
I could definitely see it. All right, next game. We got the bottom-feeding Texans, who are somehow a winning team right now, taking on the Cleveland Browns. And I think this is going to be the biggest ass beating of the week by far. I think the Browns are going to drop like 45 points on them. Yeah, go Browns. I'm with them. Drew,
Oh, me? Breaking the
you.
mold. Okay.
Breaking the mold.
I was gonna.
We're keeping you on your toes.
I don't really know what to think. I did see like highlights of the Chiefs and Browns game last week, and my thoughts were like, oh, I guess they can play. I guess. So
You're still stuck in the old idea that the Browns just always suck.
I can't get it out of my head that they're trash. In my brain. They're always trash. But I'm gonna break the mold of my thought process. I'm gonna say the Browns because, as I said last week, I don't know who the fuck the Texans are. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking the Browns by a country mile. The Texans are probably the second worst team right behind the Jaguars. They're real bad. It's bad. So
Yeah.
definitely going Browns.
Icky.
For sure. All right, now we have the Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers in Carolina. I despise what they did to my boys last week, but hey, Alvin Kamara, he's a hell of a ball player. I think he's going to carry them to another victory this week. I'm going with the Saints.
I am not so sold on the Saints being real. I think that the Carolina defense is a little underrated. They're getting their second home game in a row. Saints are technically on their second road game in a row. So I'm being a little frisky and I'm taking the Panthers and Matt Rule.
Sure. I respect it.
I am gonna have to go with the Saints, given how they were kind of popping off last week. So, I'm gonna say that they're gonna continue that trend probably.
Sure.
As far as I'm aware, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's all just guesses.
They seemed really good last week. So.
All right. Next up, we have the only NFC North team currently unrepresented here on this show, the Minnesota Vikings, going on to take on Kyler Murray and Nuke Hopkins and the Cardinals in Arizona. And I am definitely giving the edge to the Cardinals. Vikings looked kind of doo-doo ass in their game against the Bengals. Cardinals might be one of the best teams in football. Is one of the best teams in football. I'm going the Cardinals. Sil?
Cardinals looked really good last week. I don't know how long they're going to keep up the looking really good charade for, but definitely into this week. Definitely the Vikings we saw struggling against Cincy are going to get mopped up by the Cards. I'll take Arizona.
Yep. Drew?
I'm going to actually go for the Vikings because it'd be cool if they won. Wouldn't it, though? Because it's like the odds are against them, right?
You do realize
Well,
there are
we're
different
supposed to hate the
rivalries,
Vikings.
right? Yeah.
What? I'm supposed to
The
what?
three of us,
You're
we're
supposed to not
supposed to
like the
hate the Vikings.
Why not?
They're division rivals.
And? I can like it.
Do you know how football works?
I know how football works. I'm not an idiot. I can...
He
It's
doesn't
like
know
one
how
of
the
those things.
divisions work.
No, I do.
Well,
they battle.
well,
Yeah,
do
I
you?
get it.
Okay.
I don't give a shit.
All right.
That's why. Okay? My mindset has been warped and tainted by being a Lions fan all this time, okay? I have to kind of be like lenient when it comes to that stuff because
It sounds like the Joker backstory.
I want to
For
watch
years,
good
I rooted
games.
for the Lions.
I'm going with the Vikings.
All right. Next up, Falcons and the Dirty Birds taking on Tom Brady and Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay. Yeah, Buccaneers are winning. Drew?
Oh, yeah, Buccaneers. For sure.
Yeah, I was just gonna say in one of like the pick'em like leagues I'm in with a couple thousand people or whatever. This game is the only one I've seen where 99% of people are on the Buccaneers and there's 1% Falcons. Definitely Buccaneers here.
Yep. Lock it in.
Yep.
All right, we got a good one coming up next. Much different than the ass beatings that I think the last two are going to be. Titans taking on the Seahawks. I think this game could go either way, absolutely. But I don't trust the Titans defense, and I think Russell Wilson will kind of throw all over him. So I'm picking Russ. Let Russ cook. Seahawks are gonna win it.
The 12s are back. Um, Seahawks did pretty well against a new Colts team that they weren't sure how the Colts were going to look. Um, Titans kind of got mopped up. I think they'll look a lot better, but I don't think it'll be enough to beat the Seahawks in
Sure.
Seattle.
Sure. Drew, what's your take?
I'm also going to go Seahawks because who are the Titans?
Hey, remember the Titans.
Remember that?
I
I was
don't.
a step too
I
slow.
don't remember them.
All
I
right,
get
lock
it.
it in. Another lock. All right, now we got a game that I think is going to be a lot more interesting than some people might think. We got Cowboys going in and taking on the Chargers. Yeah, I've been torn on this game a lot, but I'm gonna pick the Chargers. I think Justin Herbert can kind of just move the ball downfield at will. Um, just a lot of good weapons on that team, and Cowboys have a couple injured D linemen. I don't trust. I don't trust the Cowboys to get to Justin Herbert and create pressure enough, and I really don't trust the Cowboys secondary very much. I think Herbert's going to have a big game and carry his team to a victory. Drew?
I'm going to go Cowboys because I don't know. Just picked the Cowboys. I don't know much about either team, so I'm just going to say Cowboys.
All right. So
I went back and forth on this one a lot, but I kept coming back to how good the Chargers' offensive line looked, especially against Chase Young and one of the better front sevens in football last week. And the Cowboys' defense probably gonna take another few weeks to pull it all together. I think it'll be a shootout. I think it'll be close, but yeah, I got to give the edge to the Chargers.
all right, yeah. Rashawn Slater is making a case to be the first O lineman to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's got my vote. All right, next game. Sunday Night Football, prime time. We get to watch Patrick Mahomes take the Chiefs into Baltimore to take on Lamar Jackson, who hopefully doesn't fumble the ball this time. But I don't really care either way because I'm picking the Chiefs. They're, from top to bottom, one of the best rosters in football. Just really good. That kind of goes without saying. I'm taking the Chiefs on this one. Drew?
I'm going to also go Chiefs just because, as you said, they're stacked and they doing good, so they're going to do good. That's my guess. I'm going Chiefs.
All right, Sil?
Yeah, I have the Chiefs too. Ravens kind of got exposed. That was definitely a game they should have won at so many points. And the Chiefs look like the Chiefs have for the past 2-3 years, which can't ever pick against them pretty much. So I'll take the Chiefs.
All right. And now for our final game, Monday Night Football.
What a game.
And we have the first NFC North rivalry match of the season with the Detroit Lions coming in to Lambeau Field, take on a Packers team that didn't exactly have the best week one showing. And I'm never, ever, ever going to root against my boys, never going to bet against them. They're the superior football team, and they're going to drop 50 points on the Lions. Packers. Go, Pack, go.
Since I am the resident representative of the Detroit Lions, I'm gonna go the Lions. It's going to if that happens, it will be a mountain climb. But if it does, it's my favorite thing to say is like, what if though? What if though?
Yeah,
It'd be
what
pretty
if?
cool. So I'm gonna go Lions.
All right. Sil?
Also, they're my team.
Got to root for your boys.
Yep.
Sil?
I have Green Bay, but I did think about it for a little bit because the Lions started to come on there a little bit. They showed some life, they're getting their asses kicked by the Niners at home. And I was like, maybe Hawkinson is enough to carry this team. And then I remember that TJ Hawkinson cannot play defense. So I'm gonna have to go with the Packers.
Yeah. All right. So I mentioned it last week, but now that Sil's here, I'll remind everyone that so between the three of us, it's mostly just for fun and bragging rights. But me and Sil actually have a bet, a personal $50 bet over who can have the better predictions on the year. And this week we only have one difference in opinion. That's the Saints-Panthers game. So either I'm going to take another step ahead, or it'll all be tied up between the two of us. Be an interesting game to watch.
And I'm just here for fun.
And Drew's just here. He's enjoying life.
I'm the wild card.
Yeah, absolutely, you are. All right, so week 2 in the books. Hopefully, we'll get this one out before the games start instead of how it happened last episode.
Yeah. We'll try.
Yeah.
I'll
So,
try. Really, I'll try.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it this far, just hit the subscribe button. I mean, you watched us for this long. Might as well, keep watching us, right? And take care. Deuces.
Deuces.